Hi guys. So a lot of you guys know that Twitch has recently updated their community guidelines and their terms of service of use and have updated it to a much stricter community guidelines rules that I feel is the ultimate downfall of Twitch and is inevitably going to get a lot of people banned, and I think we're going to see a lot of users moving over to different platforms. Obviously, most likely going to be YouTube, which is really working hard on their live streaming platform. They just recently got Chat Replay, and I think they're going to be pretty much taking over Twitch in the near future. So I just wanted to look at some of these community guidelines here and point out some things that I think are just absolutely ridiculous that is going to inevitably, like I said, be the downfall of Twitch. So first of all, breaking the law, right? This is an obvious one. I think YouTube might have this as well. You're not allowed to break the law while on stream, right? So technically this includes assault, battery as well, so no fighting. You can't film any fighting, illegal fighting, obviously theft, things like that. Hampton Brandon would be the ultimate example of this. His content was based solely on breaking the law. He stole from, I think it was Hardee's or something, or Popeyes or someplace. The cops were calling him. He's getting into fights all the time, so he got banned from all the platforms, as he should have. This, I understand, this is a valid guideline. So 2, suspension evasion. Okay, this is okay. So it basically says if you're banned or you're suspended, you can't create another account and stream on that account, and you basically cannot pretend to be someone else just to try to evade your suspension. The only thing I don't really agree with this is that it's not even allowing you to get on the website as another user to chat in other people's streams. So that to me is a little bit weird, because it says by using other accounts, identities, personalities, or presence on another user's account. So yeah, that's a little iffy, but whatever, not that big of a deal. Okay, self-destructive behavior. This is interesting. So any activity that may endanger your life or lead to your physical harm is prohibited. This includes but not limited to suicide threats, intentional physical trauma, use of illegal drugs, and drinking excessively. So immediately I think of there's a lot of drinking streams, and I would definitely consider those streams excessive binge drinking streams where people just get wasted. So those people are going to be banned. Use of illegal drugs in most states, that includes marijuana. I can think of plenty of streams where marijuana is smoked on stream. I'm not a huge Twitch watcher, but I know for a fact that I've seen that before. And then this, intentional physical trauma. So does this mean any sort of stunt where you can get injured? Does this include skateboarding? I mean, does this include driving a car? I mean, all these things are intentional ways that you can be physically injured, right? So it says any activity that may endanger your life or lead to your physical harm. Any activity. Driving a car can lead to your physical harm, right? Riding a bicycle can lead to your physical harm. I mean, there's tons of ways that this could be exploited by Twitch. And so, okay, here we're getting into some of the updates. So violence and threats. Acts and threats of violence will be taken seriously and are considered zero-tolerance violations. So this, I'm assuming this means permaban, right? So first strike or whatever, permaban. So any attempt or threat to physically harm or kill others, attempts to threat or hack, DDoS or SWAT others, use of weapons to intimidate, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is actually okay. This is not what I'm thinking of this down here. But violence and threats, right? So you can't threaten to hurt somebody, swat somebody, or use a weapon to kill someone, right? That's fine. This, though, is this hateful conduct and harassment is sort of where they're infringing on free speech, in my opinion. So hateful conduct is any conduct or activity that promotes, encourages, or facilitates discrimination, denigration, I don't even know what that means, objectification, harassment, or violence based on race, ethnicity, national origin, religion, sex, gender identity, sexual orientation, age, disability, medical condition, physical characteristics, or veteran status, and is prohibited. So that literally means if you get on Summit 1G's account and tell him he has a big head, which everybody knows he does, you are going to likely be banned. That is hateful conduct, right? Summit 1G has a big head. That's a physical characteristic. You're banned, right? Ice Poseidon has a big nose. You're banned. Harassment is any conduct or activity that attempts to intimidate, degrade, abuse, or bully others, right? Or creates a hostile environment for others. This is hilarious, right? So anything could be considered bullying, right? So, I mean, as long as somebody says it's bullying, right? You know, he's told me I was a loser. That's bullying, right? I don't know, man. I feel like this could just be construed in so many, ways that it's like they could be so strict on this and just pretty much ban anybody for anything. Depending on the severity of the offense, your account can be indefinitely suspended on the first violation. I wonder what that means. I wonder how severe it has to be suspended on the first violation. We prohibit using Twitch to facilitate hateful conduct or harassment, blah, 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 blah. All right. Unauthorized sharing of private information. So this is like doxing somebody. You can't dox people. Sharing personally identified information, right? PII. Sharing restricted or protected social profiles. That's interesting. So you can't even share someone's social media. Broadcasting content obtained from filming or streaming in a manner that invades another's privacy and or takes place on private property without permission. How the hell does Twitch have an IRL category and you're not allowed to film people without their permission, right? I know there's public places, but technically any business that you're in, any place that is owned by somebody is private property, right? So they're saying you have to explicitly get permission of every single person on stream before you can put it on Twitch and it be allowed. So if you go to a concert, right, that's private property, it's owned by a corporation, you cannot film there unless you get every single person's permission to be filmed. That is absolutely ridiculous. And then look at this, impersonation, right? So you can't impersonate an individual or organization. So how strict is that? Can you not role play? Can you not do a comedy skit where you pretend to be Donald Trump or something? That's ridiculous, man. So any attempts to misrepresent yourself as a member of Twitch representatives is zero tolerance, right? So definitely can't pretend to be Hassad or whoever, right? That'll be permaban. But literally this means no skits. You can't pretend to be Mitch Jones. You can't pretend to be Summit 1G. It's all banned. Everything's banned. All right, spam scams on malicious content. Blah blah blah. That's fine. Same shit. All right, nudity, pornography, other sexual content. Again, I don't know how a lot of those titty streamers are not banned right now from this stuff, but nudity, sexually explicit content. Blah blah blah. Pornography permitted. That's all the same, blah, blah, blah. Sexual kind of permitted. Although they may be allowed in educational context or for pre-approved licensed content. That's hilarious. All right. Extreme violence gore. All right. Logan Paul would be banned. Unauthorized content sharing. Blah, blah, blah. Copyright. Additional cover law. Categorize your content appropriately. So you can't, clickbait. Respect intellectual property rights, additional gaming talent, cheating. So you can't hack, you can't fucking mod, you're not allowed to do any of that, you'll be banned. Stream sniping, that's hilarious too. Yeah, you can't stream snipe. That gives the account owner an unfair advantage in online multiplayer games is prohibited. Closed alphas, betas, and pre-release games? Pre-release? Are you kidding me? I could see like a closed alpha but a fucking pre-release. And NDAs about waiting. I hope this is not as strict as it looks. Any pre-release, that means you can't fucking stream a beta of a game that's open. That's a pre-release. Closed alphas, I get that, right? It's closed and NDA, whatever. A lot of times the freaking devs want them people to show off their closed alphas, though. That just doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. All right, but here's the update. And this is where it gets Pretty ridiculous, all right? So they really go into what they consider hateful content. This is all the same stuff, but they added veteran status, which is hilarious. So I hate freaking XYZ person because he's a Army veteran. What? You're banned. All right. Twitch will consider a number of factors to determine the intent and context of any reported hateful content. Right. So it's all up to them what they consider hateful. What do I do about people being harassing or hateful in my chat? Right. So the streamer and the account owner is 100% responsible now for any action of their community or people in their chat, right? So if people spam the N-word on your TTS, you are responsible for that. And if you didn't put it in your list of restricted words, right, and you didn't filter that out, you're going to get banned. I guarantee it, especially the N-word, something like that. They are not going to take that, they're not going to let you do anything even close to that. So it says, so as long as you're not turning a blind eye to content, right, you should feel confident that no punitive actions will be taken. However, I've seen multiple examples of people trying to do their best. Ice Poseidon is a good example, right? His community is fairly toxic. At least it used to be, right? And people spam the hell out of that chat, right? So they say Nick Gers, right? Shout out to Nick Gers. And you can't ban the word Nick. That's somebody's name. So there's ways to get around it. So if he doesn't have 100% control over that, he's going to get banned like he did, So this is going to happen to many other people. People who are just, want to see, they hate a specific streamer, want to see them banned. They're just going to spam shit like this in their chat or, donate TTS. And they're going to get banned, man, I'm telling you. So what should I do about viewers exploiting elements? Like I just said, right? As a streamer, you are responsible for the content on your stream. That means all TTS, that means all donations, that means all chats, right? Make a good faith effort, right? Word filter, notification delay, right? They're going to start having make people delay the shit out of their streams. It's supposed to be a live stream, Twitch. Not supposed to be a freaking 1 minute later stream. Ultimately, you will have to decide what steps are right for your stream and your community's behavior in order to abide by the community guidelines. Remember to temporarily disable or mute any unmoderated interactions, blah, blah, blah. It's ridiculous, man. To what extent am I responsible for my community? That's what I just talked about. You guys, your creators and streamers are solely responsible, right? You are 100% responsible for the consequence of and actions of their audience. That's crazy, man. That is absolutely crazy. Why is Twitch monitoring? Okay, and this is the next big thing, right? Anything done off of Twitch in your own personal life, right, can be considered a bannable offense by Twitch. If you break their community guidelines while not on the Twitch platform, you can still be banned on Twitch for that. That means in any YouTube video, any Facebook video, even IRL, even if somebody records you without your permission, like a hidden cam, all you have to say is, I think Jessica is a slut, right? You could be banned on Twitch for that. How ridiculous is that? So it says how they're monitoring this, right? And basically they're saying that people have to report it, right? So there's a lot of freaking snitches and people out there that love trying to get people banned. So there's going to be a lot of reports coming in saying, I saw a freaking Snapchat video of Soda Poppin saying that he doesn't like Mitch Jones. And that's harassment, right? Or he said Mitch Jones has a small wiener, right? That's a physical characteristic that he's bullying Mitch Jones. He could be banned for that. So they have to provide a link, content tied directly reported to that user. The target of harassment is another Twitch user group or whatever. All right. So it says Twitch claims that they're not going to actively monitor other websites or whatever, but I guarantee if somebody has a YouTube channel or whatever, they're going to be looking at this shit. Especially, I don't know where this is in this part, but Twitch streamers who have signed the partner contract can no longer stream on other platforms. That means I know Spreezy is one of the main guys that I watch. He's a PUBG guy. He streams on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And I saw him doing that today, so I don't know how he's getting away with that right now. But I can't find that in the TOS or the community. It might be in the TOS, not the community guidelines. But I've heard that that's in there, but I haven't been able to find that yet. But all right, here's the last thing I want to talk about, and this is just absolutely ridiculous, right? So we all know about the freaking titty streamers and stuff that are, they sit there in their bra, whatever, get all the views and everything. So what clothing is appropriate for my stream? Given the variety of content and activities creators engage in, an explicit dress code would be unreasonably restrictive. Streaming is a public activity that reaches a global audience of many ages and cultures, and as such, we prohibit nudity and sexual content. When evaluating reports for sexual content, attire is just one factor we will use in making a determination on whether the content is acceptable. We recommend creators to wear attire that would be public appropriate for the context, location, and activity they are broadcasting. For example, workout clothes would be appropriate for a fitness stream, and a swimsuit would be appropriate for a stream from a public beach, right? So now we all know what's going to happen, right? All the titty streamers are going to see a lot of beach streams, a lot of bikini streams, going to see a lot of freaking workout streams in that, small fitness outfit. It's just ridiculous, man. And so, what's his name? What's that guy's name that got banned for showing his underwear? Just Vexed. I think that was on YouTube, though. Got banned, or maybe it was on Twitch. I don't know. Got banned for showing his underwear. It's unbelievable. I'm an artist. Can I paint my new body? Blah, 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 blah. All right. So, anyway, just how strict these community guidelines have become is just absolutely ridiculous. You're now responsible for all the actions of your community and your members. Not even on Twitch. Could be on Reddit. Could be on YouTube. So if I post on Reddit, hey, I'm a huge Soda Poppin' fan. I watch Soda Poppin' all the time. I hate black people, right? Is he responsible for that? Because I'm a member of his community. I admitted it on the post, and I'm definitely, violating the community guidelines. I'm definitely, where is it up here? Where's the one, right? Saying I hate black people definitely is considered, hateful conduct of race, It's just, honestly, it's the downfall of Twitch, I'm telling you right now. And what's his face? What is that guy's name? I don't know. He's friends with Ice Poseidon. He pretty much is intentionally trying to get himself banned right now in the most ridiculous way possible because he knows it's inevitable. These people, depending how strict they're going to be in this, and the way they've operated in the past is Twitch is extremely strict. So I have no reason to believe that they're not going to be equally as strict in enforcing these guidelines. So, he's trying to intentionally get banned in a ridiculous way. I feel like a lot of other big streamers are going to be banned. They're going to be moving over to YouTube, where YouTube has a lot more, freedom of speech, and you can wear whatever you want. You can, as long as it's not, overly sexual, it's allowed on YouTube. YouTube is just a much, much, much better platform, in my opinion. Twitch is going to be dead. Amazon's going to sell it eventually. People are just going to move off Twitch, man. They're going to stop watching it. They're going to stop, their favorite creators are going to be banned. It's just, it's the downfall of Twitch, I'm telling you guys. So unless they really, really, take a look into these community guidelines and decide, either not to enforce them or to change them, it's going to be the end of Twitch. I'm telling you right now. People are moving already. Ice Poseidon started the movement. People are going to follow. Rectful, people like that. They're not going to survive under these new guidelines, man. So that's all I got for now. Take care, guys.